MLK Day Service 2025. How to watch the Martin Luther King Jr. Commemorative Service. The 2025 MLK Day Beloved Community Commemorative Service will be held at Atlanta's historic Ebenezer Baptist Church, with the theme Mission Possible, protecting freedom, justice, and democracy in a spirit of nonviolence 365. The service will be broadcast live at 9 a.m. on January 20th, 2025, and can be streamed via the Fox local app, fox5atlanta.com, YouTube, or Facebook. It will be hosted by Fox 5 Atlanta's Deidre Dukes. Bishop William J. Barber, co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign, will be the keynote speaker, known for his activism and leadership in civil rights and nonviolent protests. MLK Day is a federal holiday honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., encouraging reflection on racism and civil rights. It's also designated as a National Day of Service. The King Center is organizing various events, including community service projects, to commemorate the holiday. Who is the MLK Day Service 2025 keynote speaker? This year's keynote speaker will be Bishop William J. Barber. 2. The co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival. Barber was born in 1963 in Indianapolis and was raised in Washington County, North Carolina, where he attended public school as part of the desegregation process. At age 15, he was elected president of his local NAACP Youth Council. At 17, he was elected the first student body president to serve as integrated school for the entire year. Prior to his election, the school would alternate each semester between a black and white president. At 19, he was elected student government president at North Carolina Central University, a historically black college, where he also graduated cum laude with his bachelor's degree in 1985. Bishop Barber went on to earn a Master of Divinity from Duke University and a doctorate from Drew University with a concentration in public policy and pastoral care. In 2013, he led regular Moral Mondays protests in Raleigh to advocate for civil rights. In May 2017, he was arrested at the North Carolina State Legislative Building for refusing to leave during a protest over healthcare legislation. That same month, he announced he would be following in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s footsteps, leading the Poor People's Campaign, a national call for moral revival, in honor of Dr. King's 1968 campaign. In 2021, he was arrested again for leading a peaceful protest in Washington, D.C., advocating for voting rights and higher wages. Today, the bishop presides over Repairers of the Breach, a nonprofit based in North Carolina, all about social change. He is also an esteemed professor in the Center for Public Theology and Public Policy at Yale University. Why do we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day? The backstory. MLK Day is a federal holiday that celebrates the birth of Rev. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and encourages the world to reflect on the issues of racism and civil rights. Widely regarded as one of the greatest nonviolent leaders in history, King spearheaded the civil rights movement from the mid-1950s until his assassination in 1968. He was the driving force behind landmark events like the Montgomery bus boycott and the March on Washington. When did MLK Day become a holiday? Dr. King's birthday was finally made a federal holiday in 1983. But it wasn't until 2000 that all 50 states fully recognized it. In 1968, Michigan Rep. John Conyers introduced the first motion to make King's birthday a federal holiday 4 days after he was assassinated in Memphis. He would bring it up every year in every legislative session until 1983. Illinois became the first state to adopt MLK Day as a state holiday in 1973. Other states, including Massachusetts, Connecticut, and New Jersey followed suit, enacting their own statewide holidays during this time. It took 11 years from Conyers' initial motion before it was finally brought to a vote in the House of Representatives in 1979.